YouTube's happening. It is Sunday, September 14th. We're talking baseball today. We have 15 games on the slate. You can see all the games here before you. Everybody's playing. Detroit hasn't ended a pitcher yet, apparently. Good job, Detroit. Either way, we're going to break down the spreadsheet, props, everything we always do. Let's recap yesterday because it was actually a fairly good day overall because we took this. Toronto had 5 runs. Washington lost to Pittsburgh, but I mean, Washington cost the money line parlays here. The only one that didn't hit, Philly, Milwaukee, Dodgers, Seattle, they all won. Severino didn't want to strike nobody out, but Seattle won, Dodgers won. San Diego to score a run in the first inning at plus 160 hit beautifully. Love that. Milwaukee had that amazing comeback to win the game. They didn't cover that, but hey, whatever. The Nerfy hit, love that. Philly won over Detroit. Miami hit, and that was it. So overall, a very nice, profitable day. We will take that every day if possible. If you want the plays typed out for every single sport, or you want access to the spreadsheet so you can do your own research right here, go check out the HQ. Simple as that. NFL's already up. College is up every week. Baseball's coming to a close. You know, today's Sunday, the 14th. We have 2 weeks of baseball, and we're done. Literally. We're done with the regular season, then we move on to the playoffs. So, man, I'm kind of, usually I'm like, okay, let's get the playoffs started. But right now, we're doing so much live betting over in the Patreon every night. Like, there's a bunch of people in there doing live betting. I got hooked on it. It's like, that's what I want to do now. It's fun. I'm sad now. Don't end the season. What can you do? So, we got our 15 games. Let's stop wasting time because they're all early. We got a bunch of, it's daytime Sunday. So, 1, be careful. Weird things happen on Sunday. And 2, be smart. Let's move on. First game right now. First game on the slate is going to be the 11:35 Eastern. That's right, Eastern. So if you're on the West Coast, 8:35 breakfast baseball. Pittsburgh Washington game. Can't wait for that. Washington. Actually, it's a pick'em. It's a pick'em right there. 8.5 is our total. We go spreadsheet. Look at the numbers. And Pittsburgh won yesterday. Them bums. They sold the 5-leg money line from me because of their. I don't know what they got 5 runs and Washington couldn't do anything with the bats. So that's baseball for you. Sometimes it doesn't work. So Washington clearly has the better bats. Pittsburgh struggling strikeouts. Let's see if we can get some players that can actually do their job today and actually show up and pitch and do things. Let's see, Nationals. And we got Cade Cavalli going up against Mike Burrows. And we want to see strikeouts for Cavalli, obviously, because he's going up against the 25th ranked strikeouts against Pittsburgh. And we want Burrows earned runs because he's Burrows and he's pretty good at that. So Volley strikeouts that's not what I want to take. Absolutely not. Let's look at your earned runs while we're here. 2.8. Burrows, what you up to, buddy? You were at 6.4101. So the last 3 games have been pretty good. You see your innings pitched. I don't love either of these. The only thing I still have, I said about the same. Let's go match up bullpen, drop it down. Cavalli going up against Pittsburgh, never. Pittsburgh versus righties, there you go. Washington versus righties. Burrows versus Washington, never as well. Let's check out the HRR and see if there's anything on here for us because I ain't liking none of it. I don't like it. This will probably be, we got Josh Bell and we got Hassel III again. Hassel has been staying up here. Kind of interesting. There's Bell, last 5, he's at 5. And then last 10, he's at 2.7. So outside of these games, he ain't done nothing. That is doing 13 right there. Get off the screen. This is too much. And then Hassel is very consistently just staying here. It's only 1.6 and 2.4, but he's up there. So there's nothing here I want to play. Let's keep it real. Let me go back to spreadsheet, show you one more time. The only thing I see is a Washington lean with the bats. Everything else is pretty close. I'm passing. Next. All right, moving on to game number 2, which is going to be Kansas City at Philadelphia. Cool, right? All right, so Philadelphia 144 favorite, 8.5 is our total. We go spreadsheet, we load it up, and Philly is number 1 in all the land when it comes to offense. Happens when you're 9-1 with a 6-game winning streak against KC, who forgot how to play offense. So actually, they're doing a little bit better compared to what they've been doing. So, but they lost 3 in a row. So, nothing about weather worry about. So this is Philly so far. Philly for sure. Let's see. Let's go look at this picture, see who we got. Give me some clear definition on who to take. Phillies. Aaron going up against Noah Cameron. That's a pretty good matchup. All right. So neither one's doing strikeouts. So we want earned runs for both. Earned runs. And let's see who's good and who's bad. 2.8 for Cameron. Okay. And then we go over to Aaron, and he's at 3.6. He finally had himself a good game. So you see 2025, it's not been the best season for him, obviously. He pitched a bunch and he was out for 3 months and he comes back and he's Only pitched in 5 games. This is 5 games back. He finally shut down the Mets in 6 innings, so maybe he's figuring something out finally. Getting back in form. So let's go to matchups and look. Bullpen. There you go. Nola versus Casey. Historically, there's a couple home runs here for some. 7-14 for India. 7 at bats. That's what, 5 for 7 with a home run. It's pretty good. Outside of that, not enough real data for real. Against righties, there you go. You got Philly versus lefties. Philly does well against lefties. Against Cameron, obviously, only you have faced them. So, I still like Philly. Philly to win the game, period. What's Philly money line? 144. Let's go up here. Change HR. Let's see who's hot. Who's hot, who's not. Come down, and we got 0-5 Bryce Harper. We got 0-0-0-0 Castellanos, and Otto Kemp, and then Bader. Cool. So let's open all these up. Bryce is at 3-4-2-4, doing Bryce things. Clown question, bro. Castellanos is at 3-1-7. Had a rough stretch, but he's getting out of it. Otto Kemp has been recalled from AAA in his last few games. Well, you can see how he has done. And his last 10. There you go. Pretty good stuff. And lastly, we got Bader at 4-6-3-6. And Bader is still raking out here because Bader is his Himothy, apparently. So Bader has obviously faced the pitcher, and he has success, and he's doing well. I'm just going to take Bader, period. I could take Philly, too. Options. There's so many options we could do here. What do we do? I think that was, what, 5 Phillies on the HR, and Casey had none, and then you see the offense and pitchers about the same. I kind of want to say Philly 1.5. You know what? It worked out yesterday. We made a lot of profit just from Chase squeezing the juice yesterday. And I think today we're going to do the same thing. Since Sundays are a little weird out there, I'm going to take Philly 1.5. I think Philly wins. They obviously had the better offense. The pitching is probably leaning a little bit KC, but Aaron had a good game finally. So I'm still going to take the home team. Philly 1.5, 140 plus. I like that. Give me Philly, run line next. All right, game 3 is going to be Atlanta hosting Houston, and currently Houston's 127, 8.5 is our total. Spreadsheets, load them up, and we can see Atlanta's offense is actually it's probably worse than Kansas City's because they have a lot of 28s on here, a lot of 28s. They're not striking out though. Houston is striking out, but they're doing well everywhere else. So lost 4 for Braves, cool. Let's go look at the props, get rid of the pitchers, get rid of you and you, change you over to the Bravos, which is right now, and let's see what we got. Framber, investigate that man. Every time it pops up, I'm gonna say that. Mr. Investigation, there he is, against Joey Wentz. We want to look at Joey Wentz strikeouts because he's going up against 21st ranked strikeout guy, and then Framber will grab his earned runs just because I don't want to look at his strikeouts. I get irrationally angry when I see his strikeouts. So we're gonna be happy today. We're not gonna look at him. Joey Wentz, 4.6. You see how he's been. He's very up and down. Sometimes he does good, like he struck out 8 against the Cubs, but then 2 against Seattle. But Seattle did tee off on the man, too. He only pitched 2.1 innings, so let's see what he does in his first game back from getting bent over a barrel. Let's see, Valdez, 3-8. Yeah, of course you are. Yeah, that's what, yeah, look at you, struggling to pitch. You shut down Colorado, though. Everyone should. Good job. Matchup, come down, bullpen. Down here, Wentz history versus Houston. We got a home run for Carlos at 364, 11 at bats. That's pretty good. That's pretty good stuff. So Carlos could be a HR play potentially. We got versus lefties, Atlanta versus lefties, and Valdez versus Atlanta. There's a home run here. There's a home run here. A lot of 1 for 8, 214. Some of these are just not good. So, all right. I think I've seen what I want to see so far. Let's go see if Carlos is over here in the HR, because if so, I might just take that and move on. Oh, Carlos, look at that. The only one on here. The only one is him himself. Perfect. It's almost like it's a sign to take the man. 2.5, 2.6, he qualifies. It is 140. Damn, why is it so pricey? Why has it got to be so pricey? Don't care. I'm taking it. It's the only thing I like in this one. So we're going to go COREA over 1.5 HR. I'm taking it. Next. We're moving on. Game number 4 is going to be Baltimore at Toronto. Currently, we got Toronto 173 with an 8.5 total. We go spreadsheets, and we see Toronto's offense is doing quite well as usual. 7-3, 1-3. Baltimore, you see their numbers there. They are struggling again. So much for them being hot. It is over. Let's go to props, and let's get rid of Carlos. Goodbye, Carlos. See you later. Get rid of you two, and change this over to Blue Jays. And who do we got? Shane Bieber going up against somebody random. Who's the random person? Albert Suarez from Baltimore. The same Suarez. Okay, I was like, who? Yeah, this guy. This guy, 35, yeah, him, yeah, the one. He's been there a while. Okay, you see, he's a pitched in 4 games this year, March, then September. So 6 months later, he pitches. That's crazy. And the 3 times he's pitched so far, 2, 3, and 1 innings. He's been pretty decent. Hasn't given up anything, but it's a bullpen game. That's as simple as that. So we got a bullpen game. Let's see how Bieber's going to be pretty good. I see why Toronto's already 173. I'm already leaning Toronto 1.5 because Bieber's been pretty good since he's been with Toronto, right? Lies a little bit. 2025. That's just, yeah. 1, 2, 5, 3. Okay, he's been a little roughed up. But Cincy, Houston. Oh, okay. Bullpen down. Bieber history versus Baltimore. We have 1 home run for Mountcastle, and that's all he's ever done. 1 hit, 1 home run. We go righties for Baltimore. We go Toronto versus righties, and we go Suarez. Bullpen game. I mean, it's a bullpen game. It's the best I can say. So let's go look at HR real quick before I get out of this one because I know what I'm doing. I absolutely know what I'm doing. I don't care. Boop. We got Beavers at half, Clement's 1.5, and Holiday. So we got 2 HRs. Clement is at 2 and 2-2. There you go. You see him. And then Holiday's at 2-4 and 2-3. Don't love that. Don't love that. So for me, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow these numbers here. The offense doing good. Bieber's pretty decent. I think he has a good game. He's at home today. Baltimore bullpen game. We're going to trust instead of 173, I'm going to take this plus 120 for Toronto. We're going to go plus Toronto. Toronto to win by 2 or more, basically. Next. Game 5 is going to be Mets hosting Texas. Let's come on down here. There they are. Mets 155 with an 8 total. Let's pop to the sheets. And we see Texas on a 6-game win streak. Mets on an 8-game losing streak. Is that right? There's no way that's right. Is that right? Let me check at the Mets real quick. Yeah. Texas, Phillies, Reds. The first game they won back. Wow. I did not realize the Mets were that bad all of a sudden. That is not what you want to do. You try not to make the playoffs, huh? You're like, we got 2 weeks left. If we just bad enough, we can have a vacation early and still get paid. So, okay, Texas 79-70, 1-6 in a row. They're playing better. Mets are abysmal right now. Weird times indeed. Let's go look at the pitchers and see who's going to be going out there because, man, McLean going up against Jacob Latz. So, Mets are 27th in strikeouts. We got to look at Texas strikeouts. So, Jacob Latz, give me strikeouts. Good, sir. 3.5. Don't love that. And we got to look earned runs anyway. So, let's grab both. So, your strikeouts are 3-4. I'm sorry. You can't. If you go 5 innings and only strike out one dude, you're not a strikeout dude. Sorry. Nope. Earned runs, though, you're pretty damn good at that. June, July, August, September. Wow. What a game. What a stretch. He pitches like once a month. All right. And let's come over here and we go McLean. And we see you on your earned runs 0, 1, or 0. Was it 0, 2, 0, 2, 1? I don't see much of an advantage either way. Bullpen come down. Nolan versus Texas. Nothing. Versus righties, you see how they do. Mets versus lefties. Yeah, and then Jacob versus Mets, and we got an 0 for 5 for Mullins and an 0 for 1. I don't like this at all. Let's go HR and see why, because I ain't feeling it. It's Sunday. Weird shit happens on Sundays. It does. So we got Soto, we got Smith, and we got a couple zeros up here I don't care about. So Soto is doing Soto things still. He's at 2-3 and 2-6, and then we got Josh Smith at 2-4 and 1-9. No, I'm not putting money on this one. Not hard-earned coin. No, I might sprinkle some live plays on it, depending on situations, but this is a game. Watch. Loss 8, 1-6. This is a game the Mets win somehow. Just watch. It is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this shit alone. We'll pass it. We're moving on. Next. All right, next up we got Chicago, the White Sox at Cleveland. Good stuff. Let's take a look at where they at. There they go. Cleveland 156 with an 8.5. We go spreadsheet, load them up. It's a hot dog game. Get your mustard and ketchup out. There you go. A little bit of relish sprinkled in, but it's mainly mustard. It's a heavy mustard. It's a corn dog game. That's what it is. A lot of corn dog here. There's no lean either way. They're the same offensively, so nothing changes there. Let's go look at the bats. Get rid of you two. Change you over to you. And let's see. We got Gomez going up against Saccone. Well, I don't care about strikeouts. Just give me earned runs for both. How about that? was gonna say, there it is right there. So let's start with this one. He's at 3-6 in his last 5 starts. He did shut down KC, but hell, I could probably shut down. You could probably shut down KC at this point. You know how it's that last 2 weeks. KC don't care. And then we had Gomez at 2-4. You can see him. So again, nothing's really standing out. Bullpen. There you go. Saccone going up against the White Sox. Boom. You can see all that. Versus righties. Versus Cleveland. Versus righties. Gomez versus Cleveland. Where you go. A lot of nothing. It's all the same. Do we have any AHRs? I bet there's one for each team. Just watch. There's one for each team. And there's going to be 0-0. One for the White Sox. One for the White Sox. Actually, it's all White Sox. Yeah. Even the zeros are White Sox. Yeah. Interesting. 2-2, not good enough for me. Sosa 3-2-1, not good enough. This game ain't good enough. Here, if you play this, have fun. I'm moving on. Next. Moving on. Next one is Detroit and Miami. Let's see. We have Miami. Nope. Detroit at 132 with a 9 total. We come over to the spreadsheets. We look at the numbers, and both top 7 offenses for the runs. They're both. Miami's doing well overall. Detroit's striking out a good bit, and they're stranding dudes on base. Not what you want to do, but they're still not. They're making the most of their walks. They're not really stranding dudes. They're getting them home. So, yeah, they're both doing decent offensively. We'll put it that way. Come over here. Get rid of you and you. Change you over to Miami and the Marlins. Who's pitching? Hyder. Oh, it's Montero. Montero versus Mazur. And why do we only have strikeout props? That's suspicious. That's weird. I can't look at our runs. All right. Trying to hide the information from me, are you? You gotta try hard than that, because I will find that information. No, I won't, because Detroit it's not even on ESPN. So, all right, whatever. Bullpen. We can come on down. We can see their histories, though, at least. Mazur's never faced Detroit. Detroit versus righties. Miami versus righties. Montero versus Miami never faced. Okay, they're just hiding everything. Nothing here for us. Yeah. And Sunday's the day. Like if I get any vibe of any sketchiness, I'm passing on it. I don't care. Sundays, you've been here all season. Sundays are the weird days. I think it's because they're all day games. I think day games are weird compared to night games. I don't know. It's weird. So we got Torres, we got Carey, and we got Wenzel Pretzel. So 2-2-1-9, not bad. Carey's at 2-8-2-1, not bad. And Perez is at 2-4 and 2-7. Very consistent. But I'm telling you, if I can't look at information, that bothers me. I'm a little sketched out. The offenses are good. Mazur, we know the 2 pitchers aren't bad. They're average pitching. I don't like it, though. There's a reason why I'm sketchy. And then ESPN, this is the one ESPN is showing undecided for. So who is actually pitching? Is it him? We don't know. I'm going to pass. I'm going to be smart. Sometimes the best play is no play. Pass. Next. Moving on from Miami, we're going to Minnesota and Arizona, and currently it is this way, right? There it is. It's slightly Minnesota with a 9.5. We go sheets, and we see, there we go, a lot of green and yellow again. Nothing standing out. They're both about the same. They're both doing decent. So average to bad pitching is an overplay for me. So let's go look. Let's see. Can we get some bad pitching, please? I would love a lot of earned runs. That'd be great. Who's pitching? That's HR. Damn. Come back to that in a second. Give me this one right there. Ober, okay, but you're not giving me earned runs again. Now you're definitely trying to hide the information. The books are hiding lines from it. This isn't outlier hiding. This is the books hiding lines, because these outlier pulls the information directly from the books. And for some reason, Ober's numbers are being hidden, and then Chrismat's not. So let's go look at Ober's runs so we can point and laugh at them, because we know they're not good, probably. So come on down. Well, last game you did good. 1 before that, 4, 4, 2, 3. So that comes out to what, 8, 10, 14 divided by 5, which is what, 3.8 on average, or whatever that math is. I could be wrong. It could be 2.8. I don't know. I ain't trying to do no math around here. It's Sunday. Math? You lost your mind. Let's go up here. Chrismat earned runs. You can see he's at 225. So we know Ober can get pops. He's starting to go upward trend, which isn't the best. 4 for San Fran. Could be an over. Could be. Bullpen, down. Ober, history versus Arizona. We got a home run, but not much else really. Only looks like one game out there. Versus righties, Minnesota versus righties, including Matt versus nothing really here. So do we have a bunch of HRs? I would already hear. So let's see. We have Blaze. We have Austin Martin. We have Perdomo. We have Moreno. And we have a couple zeros I don't care about. So 4 HRs. I lean the over, but don't know. 262. I like it, but I don't love it. You know that feeling you get? It's like, oh, I guess I could. I could just take Moreno apparently because dude's just raking out here. What the hell? And it's minus 120? Yeah, I don't have to trust anybody. Just give me Moreno. Look at that numbers. He is crushing. Yeah, we're going to go for Moreno. Moreno over 1.5 HR. It's 122. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. We'll take that absolutely. And yeah, good stuff. We'll take Moreno next. From Minnesota, we move on to Milwaukee and that crazy comeback. I did sprinkle a little bit. I put $10 on them to when they were down 6-2 in like the sixth inning. It was plus 900 in the money line. I said I'm gonna put $10 on it. Why not? I didn't want to put a lot of money on it because they were down. It was crazy, and St. Louis was playing great. Then all of a sudden they had 2 on base, and I was like, maybe. And then we got to the it was tied up, and they offered a cash out for like $50. I was like, yeah, I'll take plus $40. Thanks for the free money. And then they ended up winning overall. I'm like, oh, I could have had $100, but what can you do? So whatever. It was a fun little sprinkle. Good stuff. So we got Milwaukee 164, 8.5 is our total today. Let's not go down by a bunch again. Milwaukee, how about that? You obviously are better with the bats. You are sliding a little bit, looks like. And St. Louis is still doing St. Louis things. Prepping for the off season. That's what they're doing. So let's go ahead and change you over and you over to this and go Cardinals and Brew Crew. And we got Quintana going up against a Mikolas. And we go earn runs on both because neither one are strikeout guys, so we don't care about that. Easy stuff. Mikolas is at 2-2. Last 3 games have been pretty decent with the runs. Can't complain there. And Quintana, the last 3 have been pretty bad. Can complain there. So 3-4. So Mikolas is pitching better overall. We got these 2 bullpens. We come down. We got Quintana versus. There you go. Yep. This is a game St. Louis probably wins somehow. Watch this Sunday. Weird shit happens. I'm telling you, it happens. Milwaukee versus Rockies. Mikolas versus. Look at the home runs. Maybe not. Oh my God. 2-1-1-1-2. Wow, that's a lot of home runs. 42 at bats, but only $1.67. Ugh. 14-2, 14, 133 and 15, 222. So the more bats you get, the more he wins. Mikolas wins. That's wow. That's suspicious. Let's go look over here and see, because right now I'm kind of want to leave this damn game alone. This is a game watch St. Louis win because they choked away yesterday. I don't know. They might. We got Herrera, we got Churio, 2.5, and then we got Bowers. All right. We'll get Herrera at 2.6 and 2.4, which is not bad at 130. Yeah. Churio's at 160, and you can get 2.5 at 3.2 and 2.3. He's not worth a 2.5, not a chance. And Bowers at 3.4 and 2.6, maybe at plus 130. That's not bad. That's not bad. I could work with this, but I shall not because it's Sunday and I'm being very scared today, very skeptical out there. And when I see somebody pitching better and you start after yesterday's game, it's Sunday and I see teams with streaks out there. We leave these bad boys alone. You can play what you want. I'm not. I'm passing. Next. All right, from Milwaukee, let's go to the Cubbies. That's where we're going to go. Tampa versus Chicago. Come on down to 150 Chicago with a 7.5. 150. Must be a bullpen game for Tampa. That's kind of wild. Let's go over here. Weather. Nope. No wind to worry about, Wrigley. Always got to check for that. There's a lot of different colors happening here. So Chicago, their offense is about the same runs. They're stranding so many on base. If you're 4th in average and 7th in hits, but you can't get nobody home, that's a problem because you ain't getting the walks either. So Chicago is getting walks. That's how they're getting their runs because they're very bad at run hitting. So let's go look at the pitching because this one so far is a weird one. Get rid of you and you, change you over to Chicago, the Cubbies. And we got Hauser going up against Shota. Shota's not bad. Let's go earn runs for you. And then Hauser, let's look here. Shota is at 3.33 his last 3, so he's been kind of not the best. And then we go look at Hauser, who is, 4.3. They're both not the best. 2.4 and 2.4 is the same. Let's go with bullpen, down. Shota, nothing. He's never faced the Rays. Good for him. Lefties for the Rays. Rays kind of struggle against lefties. We know this. Yeah, the ones that actually play or tend to be in red. Look at all the higher numbers. That ain't good for you. Chicago versus righties and Hauser versus. There's a home run here, but other than that, don't see much. Not seeing much why it's such a big favorite. Let's go look at HR real quick. And we got Dansby. We got whoever you are. We got Simpson. And we got Nico. So let's see who these people are. Swanson's at 2.2 and 1.7. Not good, but he looks like he's heating up. Ballesteros, Moises, I guess you say, is at 3, and he's only that. So he played May back in was that July 30th, and then last 2 games. So hey, whatever. That's not consistent for me, obviously. 2-2 and 1-8 for Simpson, not good. And Nico's at 3-2. Nico's doing good. I just take Nico because he's been doing great. You know what? Let's just take Nico. I'm down for that. So Nico over 1.5 HR. I'm down for that. It's good money. 110. I like it. He's crushing. You're facing Hauser and you're at home. I like it. We'll go for that. Next. Moving on from Chicago, we got 5 games left. We're going to Sacramento now. A's versus Cincinnati. Currently, we have a pick 'em with a 9.5 total. We come over here and we do this here. You see the numbers, but they lean the A's. A's whooped ass yesterday. I believe they even had a grand slam at one point. So let's see how they do on the pitching side today. Change this to athletics, and we have Morales versus Lodolo. I see. Do we dare take another A prop strikeouts because Severino couldn't do them yesterday because since he still strikes out, but maybe Morales can strike out. Let's look at Lodolo earned runs. It's been pretty good. So Morales, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 2. Austin doesn't strike out much, so that's pretty good. Okay, St. Louis, Detroit. I could take this. I could 2025, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should have been a 9. Shame. He might get 9 today. He looks like a strikeout dude, doesn't he? Doesn't he look like a kind of? I might still rock with it. 150, bruh. For 5.5 though. Maybe over 5.5. I think we're reaching now. I think we're reaching. Let's go Lodolo earned runs 1, 2. What are your earned runs? I didn't look. They got you for 5. Yeah. Or else you might. How many innings you pitch? 4. Maybe. I don't know. Bullpen. Come down. Never faced. Righties for Cincy. They're really good against righties. They're really good. A's versus lefties. Lodolo versus A's, and we got a home run for Rooker. That's it. So. What about HR? We have anything good over here we can take? Anything good? I'll take anything. You'll get nothing. That's what you'll get. So, all right. This one's real simple. Yeah, I'm not. No, there's nothing that really stood out. I'm not taking a prop I'm thinking about. No, I want something I want. Ooh, I want that. We're going to pass. Next. All right, 4 games left now. We got San Fran and the Doyers, and that was a wild one yesterday. Hit multiple live bets on this one. First one team went up, then we took, I think first San Fran went up, and then the Dodgers came back and Roar took the lead, and then San Fran scores some runs. It's the live betting is all about can a team score a run in an inning, and it's good fun. It's good fun and all. Good fun had by all involved. So let's see, we got San Fran. Nope, LA is a slight favorite as usual, not 7.5 is our total. We go over here, take a look at our numbers, and offenses both doing all right. San Fran doing a lot of all right, pretty good stuff. Props, we come over here. Get rid of you two, change you over to the Giants. And we go Glass now versus Robbie Ray. Neither one's striking out, so I don't care about them. I want earned runs. Thank you. Thank you. And we got 2-2 for Glass now. Not bad. And Ray's at 3. Okay. Matchups. Bullpen. Down. Ray. We got a couple home runs here. So Hernandez has 2 and Rojas has 2, and everybody else is kind of struggling. So, or just not doing much like Ohtani. So, all right, cool. So then we pop over to lefties. Dodgers hit lefties pretty well versus righties, apparently. They love lefties. San Fran versus righties. And then Glass now versus, we have a couple home runs as well. Both teams hit the hand they're pitching pretty well. Good notes. Overs, 7.5s are over, but the pitchers are really damn good. So, ooh, what do we do here? I lean over already. Even with these pitchers, I lean over just because of how hot the bats are doing. Look at all these, look at the HRs. Look, so many here. We got Schmidt, that's 0. Ohtani, Rojas, Chapman, Mookie, and some more zeros. So the zeros probably just because they're facing beast pitchers. So 3-2 and 2-6. Yeah, that's Ohtani. Obviously, doing Ohtani things. What's your home run line today, buddy? $2.99. You know, discount for sale. $2.99. Rojas is at 2-6 and 2-2, and I want that. Chapman's at 2-8 and 3. Not bad. Could take that. Not bad at all. Mookie is at 4-6 and 3-6. Well, that's who I'll take. I'm taking anybody. I'm taking Mookie because Mookie is not Dookie. He is good. But then he's at 142. Why are you pricey? You know what? I don't even care today. I don't even care because you're that hot right now, head to head. You do very well versus them too. Oh yeah, please give me. I want Mookie. Bets. I bet on bets over 1.5 HR. I know it's a little pricey at 142, but so was the same with Carlos Macoria from Houston. We still took it. So you do what you gotta do today. Next. Only 3 games left. Colorado, San Diego. That was we had some live bets on that one too. including both San Diego scoring the first run, San Diego scoring a run in the first inning, and then we bet on them in the second inning, and then the third inning, and then the fourth inning, and then the fifth inning, and the fifth inning they finally didn't score because they changed the pitcher for Colorado. So good stuff. Let's see, what are we sitting on? 300 again. 1.5 is 150. My God, 8.5 is our total. That's a little much. That's a little rich. So terrible. Average. That's all you need to know about that. Simple stuff. Let's get rid of 2 pitchers and change it for these 2 pitchers. Give me more bad pitching. Colorado. You Darvish versus Marquez. You are at 1-5. You're at 3-5. We have to look at strikeouts by law because Colorado is 29th in strikeouts. So, no, we don't. We're done. Nope. Let's go back to earned runs. You have not been good sir. And Marquez has been, well, they've both not been. You're at a 4-2. You're at a 3. What's our over under? 8.5. I'm thinking over already. We got bullpen and bullpen down. We got Darvish versus, yeah. Versus righties. You see how they do. San Diego versus, and then Marquez versus. Oh, we got 1 home run, 7 RBIs, and 35 reps from Mr. Machado. Machado might be a play by himself, just straight up him. Cronenworth has a 286, 2 home runs. It might be a Machado day. Let's go look at HR and see who is popping up on there. So, is it Machado? It is nobody at all. Machado, where you at, my dude? Are you sitting on 2.5? Yeah, look at all these 2.5s. Look, Merrill 2.5, Tatis 2.5, Machado 2.5. Let's look at Machado anyways. We might take it anyways, just because. No, we're not. No. Nope. I will live bet the hell out of this game probably once we see how bad the pitching is, and then start taking runs. But for right now, I'm gonna pass on this one. Next. 2 games left. Seattle hosting the Angels. They are right here, and you can see Seattle 203 with a 7.5, not a problem. And we have a 8-game winning streak at home on a Sunday. You never know what's going to happen, right? I would lean Seattle here just because of the numbers, but it's Sunday and weird things happen on Sundays. So let's go look at the pitchers, and we go boom, change you down to this. Give me good pitching. Kirby and Hendricks. All right, earned runs. Kirby, who's very bad at earned runs. Yeah, exactly. Hendricks. Earned runs. Did I open Hendricks? I did not open Hendricks. Earned runs. So Kirby has been quite awful. He's at 4 in the last 5 games. He has 2 7 spots out there. Not good. Hendricks has been pretty good. So look, we have way better pitching for the Angels. See? Bullpen down. Kirby versus Angels. There you go. 3 home runs for Ward in 27 at bats. Every 9 at bats. 1 ball goes to become a souvenir for a fan. Other than that, we got a 364 11 bats for Trout, 364 11 bats for Adele. Okay, Kirby's might get teed off on. Let's be real. Against righties, there you go. Seattle versus righties and Hendricks. He also gives up Suarez. 2 home runs, 9 RBIs. Wow. Home run here. What's our over-under? 7.5? With these pitchers? Over. Absolutely over. I'm not even playing games, but over. OVER, over. Let's see. What do we have? We have Polanco, we have 0-0, and we have Naylor, and then we have another 0. I don't look at zeros. There's no point. 2-6 and 2-6 qualifies. Naylor's at 3-4-2-8, popping off. Isn't he doing big things? Big Meech. And let's see, and that's it. All right, that the last one? That was the last one. Doesn't matter. You see, these are doing decent. The pitchers are awful. The teams have good history. Not awful, but not good right now. The teams have good histories versus the pitchers. Yeah, and this total 7.5? Over 7.5. That's a weird total. I don't care. Over 7.5. Let's move on. Next. And I called it on Thursday. I said, watch this be the Sunday night baseball game. And sure enough, it was, as it should be. It's the premier rivalry in baseball. It's the one of the top rivalries in all of sports, really. So we got Yankees, Red Sox, Sunday night baseball. And this will be, Sunday night football's on, and yeah, I'll have it on, but this match is more enticing than the Sunday night football matchup. I just don't like the Sunday night football. Chiefs Eagles should have been the matchup. I don't know what they were doing, but whatever. I digress. So maybe because they thought, let's put this here and let baseball have its shine. They only got 2 more weeks. So Yankees, Boston, slight favorite, 7.5 our total. Look at the numbers. Not these numbers. We already saw those numbers. These numbers. And we see, just a bunch of mid. Nothing stands out for us. Don't love that. And we get rid of you, and Change you down to you. Yes, we have, oh, it's Crochet up against Will Warren. Yankees are 23rd in strikeouts and Crochet's at home. I almost want to take this, but I also kind of want to take his hits too because Yankees are, well, they're average. Will Warren strikeouts. Why not? We'll look at both this Sunday. 10, 11. He's second in Cy Young in the AL, so who knows? Who knows? I mean, it's already over. The Cy Youngs have been locked up for a minute now, I think, but you know, it's a fun little discussion. You always say, hey, maybe he comes out and pitches 2 perfect games in a row. Then you gotta give it to him. Maybe. Let's see what he does today, though. He's averaging 8 on a 7.5 at a 130. Damn. To get 8, it's the Yankees. All right. Then Will Warren strikeouts are just non-existent. He's just not a strikeout dude. We go earned runs for you, and then let's look at Garrett Crochet earned runs because I forgot. He did last time. He had that. He had 1. That was on the road too. So now he's at home. On the road, he had 11 strikeouts. Okay, I see why we might be taking this. Hits allowed. Oh man, I'm tempted. I'm tempted for strikeouts. I want something to root for tonight. So, boop. Let's see. Crochet versus what? Okay, here we go. This is why I like Outlier. This is why it's good. You see the strikeout percentages. This is what you want to see. Who is striking out the most? The people that play are striking out a ton, and some of these averages are terrible. Like Goldschmidt's 0.77, 38% strikeout rate. Okay, Crochet strikeout rate might be the thing to take here. Absolutely. And then what was it? I mean, it was a couple months ago. Crochet had an amazing game, and then Judge hit the game-winning home run off of him, or go-ahead home run in like the 8th or something like that. Craziness. So, yeah. Lefties, there you go. Boston versus righties. Will Warren. Don't care about Will Warren. Yeah, I'm probably just going to take Crochet strikeouts because that's what I want to root for. I like strikeout props, and I have none today. None. I want something. And HRs, we got Bellinger, we got a Barrow, we got Sogard, we got Judge, we got Bregman, we got a nice little spread out here. 2-4 and 2-4 for Bellinger. Barrow's at 1-6 and 1-2. How'd you even make the list? Get off here. Sogard's at 1-6. How did you make the list? They just let anybody in now. Okay. Judge at 3-8 and 2-5. Hey, that makes more sense. Head to head versus the Sox. You see, yeah, he does decent. And then we got Bregman at 2-4 and 2-1. I think I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna go with if you can strike out that many at New York at home, you should be able to as well. And you've been pretty damn good in your strikeouts. I mean, you've hit this line 59% of the time this season. You've hit 8 strikeouts, so I'll take 7.5. Why not? So, Crochet, go ahead and knit us up a nice 8 strikeout performance. Good, sir. 7.5 Ks. Hell, I almost want to. I'm not going to go crazy. No ladders or nothing like that. It's Sunday. Don't be wild. So, that'll be it. We're going to be done. I'm going to tell you right now, ain't no money line parlays. Ain't no nothing today. We're going simple straight bets, nothing else. Don't be crazy. It's Sunday. You know how Sundays act. So, they're very weird days. So, we're done. We move to Monday. Tomorrow, half slate. Nice. I like a little break. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 games on the slate. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll check all these games out. Check out the HQ. Go get a typed out list or come join the chat at night. It's all there for you, or just it's all for all sports too. So other than that, check out Outlier. Let me know what you're playing. Let me know if I missed anything. It happens. You know I make mistakes. If my coffee ain't flowing, I make mistakes. So it flowed pretty good today. So I think we did good. So all right, enough of that. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.